when it comes to that. You got street vernacular,
Right.
and you got, your
Right.
business.
Yeah.
I always live by it. I talk business when I'm at school. When I'm around, my friends, we got to stoop down. You can't always, speak all uppity and preppy. They're going to look at you like, what the hell? What are you doing?
Right.
What is shallow and pedantic? I don't know what that is. But if I may throw it out there, when it comes to racism and classism, because you brought up a point, I did want to ask you about it. Like, you said that when you get to that point and you look down and you say, I can't come from that. If you could revise what you said.
Oh, no. I said people that have come from like a low spot, they get to that high spot and then they look down, they look back at the people that's still at that low spot and be like, oh man. They look at them almost like, I can't believe I was down there. It's rather than saying, let me come help these people that are down there. You know what I'm saying?
And to me, like when I look at it, it's a matter of when you look down, a lot of people, they say, who can I help to, get up there. Some people, especially where I'm from, East New York, I call it they don't want to move above. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because the type of person I am, I went from being that knucklehead on the street, skipping school, just, I don't want to do nothing. I'm just going to walk the street, act like a thug, which I was not, because my mother whooped my ass many times because of that. But it's a matter of, where I am now, I look down and I'm saying, I really want to help these guys. Right. Help those guys from East New York. Help those who say, I'm going to just, be on the street. I ain't going to do jack. Yeah, I'm just going to get by, which I hear all the time. Oh. And that hurts me because I'm like, I really want to help these guys. I want to show you, you could go to college.
Exactly.
So when I talk to them, I'm like, yeah, I'm in college, man, you should go. And they'll tell me, nah, that's not my thing. I'm a hustle. Hustle, why? You're either going to be dead and in jail. Yeah. And to be honest, I just lost a friend to that. 3 days ago? 3 days ago. And it was funny because we always said, like, listen, you're not a thug. You got a mother and father. You got a big house. Don't do those type of things. But, according to him, he just want to live the street life. Mm-hmm. And the street life called uptown.
Pick it up on that, man. That's some, man, just going off that, I was in that same boat, man. I come from a family, I got mom and pops, they tried to, they trained, they taught me to be the person that I could have been all along. Like now, they taught me the person to be now, but when I was, back then, I never saw that. So I was hanging with the homies that was, they was gang banging and they was selling drugs or something like that. Those were the cats that I was around. And I kind of, jumped into that. And it almost, and me personally, it almost took my life personally twice. Just trying to help somebody out. Here I am trying to save a person from doing the wrong decision. And they turn a 45, they turn a 45 right in my head. So it's, and me, I'm the type of person that, I'll help anybody.
Right.
I'll help anybody. And so, but to pick it back up on the racism and classism thing, I think when some people get a certain type of class, like you said, they look down on people. And me being from where I'm from, you see a lot of people that's struggling or whatever, I'm from a small town in Mapleton, Georgia. It ain't too far from Atlanta, but me, I never had the heart of, I never had a cold heart of, well, they ain't never helped me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get mine, and I'm just gonna slide by. And, I was never raised like that. I feel like me, if I know I'm doing something, I'm doing something for the positive, even for myself, I'll try my best, to try to get my friends or, some people that used to influence me to do the same thing. Now, if they don't take it, that's just something that, that's their personal decision. But, I'ma always, try to push them to do, better than what they could, than what they are doing right now.
That's real. That's real.
And I want to stay quiet while y'all, get on this night. So I'm actually learning new things today from this, conversation. We spoke on class and racism Tuesday, right?
In our meeting,
Right.
And the way I see it, I have some advice for guys that are younger, like my age, because I see that once we get to a certain point, we want to help our friends. Everybody want to help friends, family, but I don't believe that it's a great idea to be right here and the people that you want to help are down here, and you going back down. It's almost, to me, it's almost like being a crab in the bucket, because all they do is they're gonna pull you right back in. So my advice would be to actually get somewhere higher than where you already are before you help them, because we all have those those friends that we want to help so bad, and every time we see them, we always have something positive to say to them to where it can help them, but they always have it in their mind that they I can't do it.
They don't want to hear it.
They just don't want to hear it. So
That's when you gotta realize that everybody can't be saved. You know what I'm saying? You can't save everybody, and by allowing them to pull you back down, you gotta have your mind gotta be strong. Your will gotta be strong. You gotta know what you have, where you are, is where I'm gonna stay here or I'm gonna go higher. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back down. So when you got people that's trying to bring you back in to whatever they're doing, and you know what's wrong, that's when you roll on. You know what I'm saying? You can't spend your time trying to fish in a pond that fish ain't never been caught in there for 25 years. You can't spend your time throwing it in there. Well, a fish don't come out of here. That lake is dry. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn when to move on.
That's a great analogy. And I drop the jewel to a lot of people that I meet, and I tell them, closed mouths don't get fed. Because it comes to the point where I'm like, if I'm lending out a helping hand, and I'm doing it constantly, after a while it becomes repetitive and it's tired. Because I'm like, listen, if I'm trying to help you out, you're not listening, listen. It's not on me. And a lot of people, when they, I always tell them, like, listen, it doesn't matter who you are, you can't save everyone. You can't. And you just gotta let it be. If they don't want to be saved, just leave it. Never just continually fight and say, I'm gonna do this, and for a fact they're not gonna listen. You just gotta.
Because then you start wearing on yourself. Like it becomes stale at a point, because they can tell, like, man, if you keep coming to these same people that just don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at yourself and be like, man, why am I trying to help you? You know what I'm saying? Why am I trying to? So I definitely, y'all both just made real good points